Wow. Listen to this.
Whoa. I picked Scott Hall and Sean Waltman to be my friend. I've done everything I could in my career to keep you guys employed. I've carried your asses on my back for the last time.
Look at Eric Young and Syxx Pac battling on the floor. And Nash is inviting Scott Hall to come into the ring. Oh, come on. After all this emotion, after all this tension, turn them loose.
We're going to do what thousands of people have wanted to do for years. We're going to take Syxx Pac, we're going to take Hall, and we're going to bust them up real bad.
If I ever thought in my life I'd be going to battle against those two guys, I'd say no way. But you know what? Tonight I am. I have in my hands a contract that says Hall and Waltman will be allowed in the impact zone for a match against myself and Eric Young. I heard you, big sexy, or excuse me, big sellout. When we beat you, we want some fat money contract. You and you accept the match. If you can beat Nash and Young, I'll make sure you get your fat contract. If you don't get it done, go right off into the sunset, do whatever it is the hell you do, but do it somewhere else other than TNA. That's the deal.
Handshake. Syxx Pac, the slap to the face of Eric Young, and Eric just explodes with rage.
Destination X, Kevin Nash and Eric Young. What's coming to you, you're going to be looking at the two new big money players for TNA.
Scott Hall and Syxx Pac fight for TNA contracts versus Eric Young and big sexy Kevin Nash.
In just a matter of moments, we will see the culmination of a rivalry that's been brewing for over a month here in TNA, and some say actually been brewing for 17 years now. Scott Hall, Syxx Pac, the two of you set to do battle tonight against your longtime friend, now enemy, Kevin Nash, and his tag team partner tonight, Eric Young. Everything is on the line tonight, gentlemen. If you're victorious, the two of you will receive a TNA contract. However, if you do not get the win, the two of you will be banned for life.
No, we did.
You just said banned for life.
That's a good
Give
one.
it up, man. That's good for you, man. You know, the ban. You guys call us the ban. Am I explaining this to you right? The ban. We're going to be banned for life. Right. It took me a little bit to spit that out, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's funny for you.
Kid, please
That's
don't start getting
deep,
all
man.
cosmic, please. Please
I
don't
get
go
it on
cosmic.
so many different
No,
levels.
I broke out the gear old school style. I'm going to wrestle tonight. Big sellout. Big Kev. Here you're real disappointed that you're looking across the ring at the Wolf Pack. Hey, big buddy, guess who cares? Nobody. You know what? You say you're better than me, prove it. You're going to have a chance. I know I got a great partner. You really trust your life and your career with Eric Young? We're going to be Monday. When you tune in tomorrow live on Spike, you're going to see the two highest paid cats on TNA contracts, because we're going to go out tonight and do what we do, and that's shine like gold. You want to stop us, Young? Big sellout? We'll be the ones who look like movie stars.
Exactly. Nash, Young, Crosby, Stills. It doesn't matter who we got to go through to get those contracts. We're going to get them, and then it's going to be a party tonight.
Yeah, teenage fixing to get
It's going to be a
cool.
party.
Teenage
Your ass
fixing to
is
get
on
cool.
grass, and we're going to smoke it.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's kind of just really a pure coincidence that we would do a show that would have Scott Hall on it the week after he passed away. But this would be a very good time to talk about him, because I think you and I both agree he's one of the great performers of all time.
Oh, without question. And seeing all the really cool stories and all the clips and all the influence, and what a legacy he leaves behind. And I understand at times it was complicated, but this part is not. I wouldn't say that me and Scott were like big buds, but
Right.
we did business together several times.
Right.
Such a great guy.
Yeah, he
Much
was.
knowledge, loves wrestling fans, loves wrestling. Sure, he had his demons, but man, that guy loved this and loved the fans who supported this. And it's a shame that it's all come to an end now.
Yeah, I saw him right after Full Gear in Minneapolis. I was on a private plane with Danielson and Omega and Don Callis, and we flew into Teterboro. They had an event near LaGuardia, and I had an event in Albany, so I got a rental car and drove to Albany, New York that night. Slept like 2 hours and went to a autograph signing in Albany, and Scott was there. I didn't realize he was going to be there, but I walked in and heard someone say, Count Schiavone. And so I looked over and there was Scott, went over and talked to him. He said, congratulations on your career coming back. I said, thanks, man. Are you doing okay? So yeah, I'm doing fine. And I went over and sat down at my table and did the autographs and had a pretty good stream of, and I wanted to go over and talk to him. And I said, well, I'll talk to him after the event is over. And after the event was over, he was gone. I didn't get to see him. So that was the last time I saw him, didn't get to talk to him. But I wanted to talk to him just to see how he was getting along because, listen, my career is directly tied to him. And
yeah,
it is. He and Kevin Nash and that whole NWO thing. I was able to make great money in the 90s thanks to those guys.
Yeah.
Not me, thanks to those guys. So those guys mean a lot to me. So hearing that he had passed away, and obviously it was a kind of a freakish thing because he had just had replacement surgery and it was a blood clot. It was terrible news. It really was.
A really sad story in the Observer. Did you have a chance to read Dave's write-up?
No, I did not.
Unfortunately, when he broke his hip, he was there for days before anybody found him.
Oh God.
And it was DDP who found him.
Oh.
Tough deal, man.
Oh, that's terrible. That makes me feel even worse.
What a guy. What a legacy. What a career. And we're
I've
seeing
s-
really one of his last sort of primetime appearances. He would only be with TNA until June. And this would come to an end.
Yeah, he had. I've said it many times. I'll say it again. He had the best working punch I've ever seen.
Yeah. The Rock really studied a lot of his stuff when he was
Yeah.
first getting in, and you can see The Rock's influence in his punches.
Yeah. And I probably knew Scott as long as any wrestler that I've ever known because he worked at the ballpark.
Right.
He and Danny Spivey were members of the grounds crew they worked under Klondike Bill and with George Harris. And I don't know the exact timing, but I'm thinking that maybe they started working before I started with the wrestling end of the company. So I may have known them longer than any wrestler. I did send him a text now and then, and he answered them. He would always just answer them very simply, thanks very much, Tony. And I would text him and say, and I didn't do it enough. I probably did it maybe, I don't know, 3 times over after I started in the business again. I asked him how he was doing. I hope he's doing well. You had a great career. I was glad to be a part of it. And it was always thanks, Tony. And yeah, sad story. Really is. Now, smart me up about Eric Young because I'm not familiar with him, unless I am and I don't realize I am.
Eric Young is a criminally underrated performer. He's had TV shows on cable, and he's just really an outstanding character. He can do down and dirty wrestling. He can do your brawling stuff. He can do your in-ring stuff, but he's really a character. And that's what has made him successful in the wrestling game is his facials, his timing. He can do comedy. He can do serious, but as a more lighthearted character, he's done phenomenally well. A TNA original, if you will.
Wow. I can't get over Andrew Thomas being the referee here.
Yeah, I kind of forgot this match was in here. I'm glad we're watching it.
Yeah, me too.
But it's a little depressing.
Yeah, it really is. When you think about Scott's career and the troubles he had in life.
I want to encourage you to go out of your way to read the Observer thing.
Okay.
Like Dave made some really, really great points. I mean, there's some stuff in there that I didn't know.
Okay. I will, because I do get it every week or whenever it's out. And I don't read it. I sent it to my daughter. I forwarded it to her. I said, you can read it. Because she's really into the business now.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it is. It is. That I really got her into wrestling.
And now she's, texting your coworkers, make Dad brush his hair.
Yeah. Make him cut his hair. Even sent a thing to Janet in makeup. Have Dad put makeup on.
Have Dad put makeup on.
Have Dad put makeup on. Janet said, if you want to, I'll powder your nose. And I went, nah, you don't need to. Okay, so where are you? Because I just broke for another Ukraine.
Why didn't we do a commercial? We should have did a commercial. We're 1 hour 15:53. 55.
Yeah,
50.
I'm right on. I did a forward. A fast forward. Okay, I'll see him. I'll tell you when the next one's coming up.
And we'll just do a commercial.
They did one right in the. I thought they did them afterwards, but they did one right in the middle of the match there.
They did that just for you.
That's right. Oh, Lord. There you go, Scott. Big Sexy hasn't even come in yet.
Well, he's working on the hot tag.
This has been all Eric Young or whomever. Yeah, here we go.
So let me read you some stuff here.
Okay.
He was the smartest of us all, wrote Waltman. Maybe all of us combined. And that was a car full of smart motherfuckers. He was just a brilliant guy in all kinds of ways. He was just a high IQ motherfucker. Waltman said he was the master of the squash match and of knowing the moment. He would grab a hold, knowing that you do that to give the announcers a chance to put you over rather than just calling the action. If something went wrong in a television match, he'd stay cool, look at the camera and say, take two, and just do it right over again. Of course, that was in the days when television was all taped and you could do that. He taught us how to figure out how to reach the people, know what they want, and predict what they want. He made everyone better. Sean was better after working with him. Jarrett was better. Kev, me, a lot of guys. That's pretty cool, man.
That's a good legacy in this business. Not many people are going to have that legacy in this business. Oh, I saw that coming.
Of course. Why would he not take care of his buddies?
Yeah.
Piss on Eric Young.
Yeah. I saw that coming. You know, sometimes in wrestling, you see it coming, but it still works.
Yeah. About the tag.
And that got some fans up. It got some fans standing. Look at that. Our goof with the white glasses.
Yeah.
He has turned his back on the action now.
Well, because he doesn't like this. He doesn't like
it. Right. He doesn't like it.
He's expressing his displeasure.
See, look at him, turned his back. Okay.
He's a fucking goof.
Yeah, you're smarter than all of us.
You know what he's probably saying?
But
No jumper cut. No jumper cut. Shorty crap. That ought to do it.
And the double pin on Eric Young. And
Meltzer had this to say. The steps were if Hall and Waltman lost, they had to leave TNA. Of course, they were never supposed to be there in the first place. If they won, they'd get a contract. Hall has dropped a lot of weight, but still has no business wearing those trunks from the 90s because they made him look way out of shape with the big belly.
right.
He was making fun of his gut. Waltman did a flip dive early, blah, 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 blah. Post-match was hilarious. Waltman looked under the ring for something and couldn't find it. He went somewhere else and couldn't find it. Maybe he needs to carry a GPS device to the ring to remember what corner he's hiding his gimmick. He finally found his can of spray paint. Crowd was chanting same old stuff as Waltman. Instead of spray painting Young, spray painted around his body like it was a death crime scene. What do you think of that? Doing the outline.
Pretty inventive. You think the fans, by chanting same old stuff, caused him to improvise that?
No, I think that was his plan. Waltman's
Okay.
pretty smart feller.
Yeah, he is.
But this is pretty innovative. I mean, I don't hate it.
No, I don't either.
And how about Eric Young knowing he's got to lay in an interesting way for this?
Correct.
That's I would say that's real nifty, cuh.
Yeah.
They're dancing. Here we go.
and ED for life, but they are the band for life.
Well, that's just a legendary faction right there. And it's back together in full effect, and the sacrificial lamb was Eric Young.
Scott Hall, Syxx Pac gain TNA contracts as they get the victory at Destination X as we send it to JB with Kurt Angle.
Is that one of the best theme songs of all time?
Yes, it is.